Hello everyone, Amradorn here, and welcome back to Am's Journeys. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing well. I've started on the staircase, and I'm living on the edge. Apparently I'm actually standing on nothing. Or maybe it's just like the back of my heel that's holding me up. I'm not really sure. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, so I've started on the staircase, and it's getting dark, as it always is on the server, because it seems like the sun goes down just right away. And I've been working on this staircase, and that's kind of my goal for today, is to actually build most of this staircase. And get as far up as I can, and get the the main structure planned out, and also kind of plot out where the walls are going to be. Because, I could do this staircase all the way up, but that's not where it is actually going to be. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done here. I should probably go sleep before I end up zombie bait, because there is a lot of nasty creatures floating around here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've slept. Like I said, we've got our stairs started. They are going along fairly well. You should not be there. But we have a long way to go. And like what I really want to do today is get these get these finished. But that was weird. Apparently, I am talking in all sorts of weird ways today. I think the best way to do this is going to be in a time lapse, because there's a lot of it that's going to happen, and it's going to be really kind of boring to watch if I just sit here and try to talk through the whole thing. But it might be interesting if I liven it up with a time lapse and some music. So let's go ahead and do that. And once I get this done, we'll come back and I'll show it to you and kind of explain how everything is set, and then we'll go from there. Okay, folks, we are back from that time lapse. I hope you enjoyed it. The rain just let up, so things are a little wet around here. I have also turned on Sildor shaders, vibrant shaders, because I kind of wanted to check things out with them on and see what it looked like. It's very dark here in the jungle, but we've got some lights here to kind of keep things a little bit lighter. Let's pop up here a little ways. And come in here. What I would like to do is about every 5 blocks or so. See, just 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about every 5 blocks, I would really like to put in a campfire. And do that all the way up. I'm going to have to make some more for this to work. And of course, it's now nighttime. I'm in this trough, and I'm going to have to go all the way to the top to get out. Okay, there we go. Ah, look at that sunset over the jungle. That is just beautiful. Let's turn the HUD off for a minute. Got the sun rising, or the moon rising over there, and the sun setting over there. And you can see the line of torches and stuff that lead the way back over in both directions. Let's go down and sleep real quick. I really like the way this is turning out. I took some bone meal and I made some flowers. You might notice that I ended up switching out the sides a couple of times during that time lapse, and I ended up going with this black stone trim on the sides. We've got chiseled, polished black stone with polished black stone, and then polished black stone stairs. That's kind of how we've got everything marked out. If we go over here, we can kind of see how this is laid out. Okay, so from, let's see, from here to here is 10 blocks. Now from the front of the temple to here is 13. And we have a zombie. And he fell down. Okay, so basically this is where the wall is going to be for the exterior of the temple. This is going to be the start of it. And so every 13 blocks, I need to put one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So right there. Okay. So we've done that. And we need to continue on that with that through the rest of it here, which means I need to get some more stone, and I need to get some more polished blackstone. I did have to make a trip to the Nether to get the blackstone in between, because I didn't quite have enough, but I did get quite a bit, and I have these campfires here. Let's go ahead and make polished blackstone. And we'll make a couple of things of it. There we go. And then we have our stone. And then we got to get back over to there to the other side of this. Because this is kind of important, because this is where the math comes in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so polished blackstone right there. Okay, and then this, I'll do that there. Okay, so that is one step. This is 2 steps. And we start from counting from here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're on a tree. $11, 12, and 13. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this will be 13. Okay. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Getting very close to that. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Now, I think that means that we may not be actually centered. At least centered in the way I want it to be. Okay, so I think So I think I'm going to want to build this up. That would put that stair almost right against that, I think. I really kind of need to look at what I've got in my creative world and check it out. Why don't I do that real quick? I'm gonna double check some stuff in my creative world and I'll be right back. Okay, so far my math is checking out against my creative test world. Actually miscounted here. There should be 7 of these, and there are. This is 1, and the last one down there is 7. So we've got that checked out. I need to sleep real quick because it is getting to be night. And we don't want to be caught out here with a bunch of zombies and stuff. Okay, so what I really need to do now is to continue this up until, well, that, and I need to finish the side pillars. Because the side pillars will basically tell me where I need to go with these stairs. Because the 6th one is actually the top. The 7th one is just kind of to judge how much space I'm going to have for the top platform. So there should be, I think, 7 or 6 steps altogether. If this is working out the way I'm thinking it, it should. There's, you know, it's really amazing that thousands of years ago, you know, people without computers and without calculators, you know, and advanced mathematics were able to build these amazing temples. You know, they carved entire cities out of the South American jungles and built these empires and these temples that rivaled those of you know, the Egyptians and the temples and colosseums of Rome and Greece, and they were just as civilized as anybody else. Sure, their religious practices and cultures were different, but they could do this stuff. And the fact that it's taking me so much effort to, and sure, I'm not a structural engineer, but the amount of math that has to go into building this in order to make sure that it works right, and it from all the 4 sides and everything, and that the walls are going to be the exact same height each, you know, for each step. It's just amazing. You know, they could do this, and they did it, you know, so long ago. But I have a ton more work ahead of me to get this done. What I'd really like to do when we come back for the next episode is actually have this stair and the stair on the other side done. And then in the next episode, we can kind of work on the other 2 crossway stairs, because we're going to have to clear out tons more jungle. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the amount of jungle I'm going to have to tear down to put this in place. But you know, when I built a temple similar to this on Centurycraft, Season 1, instead of tearing down the jungle, I had to tear down a mountain. And, you know, honestly, I think maybe tearing down this jungle might be slightly easier to do than tear down a mountain. Yeah. Well, which brings me to another topic before we close here. Minecraft 1.17 is going to be coming out, hopefully by late summer, maybe early fall. And I'm going to want to upgrade this world to 1.17. Because when I started Am's Journeys, I had played in several worlds prior to that. And every time the intention was that I was going to have the builds all in one world, and they would just kind of continue to gradually go around. And, things just didn't work out for one reason or another. And so, I ended up starting the new worlds a couple of times, and then I was on SentryCraft. Now I'm on Lifecraft and Ramblecraft. And so what I would like to do is take the builds from my other single-player worlds and from my 2 seasons of SentryCraft and import them into this world before I upgrade to 1.17. Now, there are ways to do this. You're basically copying chunks. I know that it kind of breaks the spirit of building solely in survival. So I'd like to get everybody's feedback on it. And what I would do is I would, on camera, I would go through the process of showing you how I transfer the chunks from those old worlds into this new world. Hopefully, though, we would be able to, what I'd like to do is basically upgrade this world to 1.17 first. Okay. Then I would download a copy of it to my local computer, because this is actually set on a multiplayer server that I run for my game store called Multiverse Comics Games. And there are some other people that play on this server. And then I would show you how I would copy the chunks from those old worlds to this one and kind of show you where they fit in. Now, yes, it would basically give me some instant builds to work on from my old worlds. And there would be resources involved in those builds that would not have technically been gathered from survival in this world. Although I did gather them in survival on those other worlds. So, there's some equivalency there. But it would also allow me to go back and, one, finish those builds, two, transform them using some of the newer blocks that are both in 1.16 and 1.17. Things like, the Blackstone here. I could think of some other builds where those would go really well in. And I'd like to do that. So, think about it. Comment on it. Let me know what you think. And we'll kind of discuss it. We've got plenty of time to kind of kick this idea around and go from there. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here so that I can get it edited and get everything set up for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button down below. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel. And until next time, you have a good one. Goodbye.